Hi, I'm Martin,
And I'm Daniela.
and this is Course Crash World History, and today we're going to talk about the Mayans and the Aztecs.
So let's get right into it.
Before the Mayans and the Aztecs, there was another civilization known as the Olmecs.
After they collapsed, the remaining people were in search of a new civilization, forming the Mayans and the Aztecs. The Olmecs were known as the cradle of civilization in Mesoamerica. In this case, they taught their babies the ancient ways of Mexican.
The Aztecs were best known for eating chocolate, having a mandatory education system for all classes and genders, and eating sweet buttery popcorn.
But, by the way, they were also known for killing boatloads of people in sacrifice for their gods, and eventually getting beaten by the Spaniards.
The Mayans, on the other hand, were known for building their amazing calendar that would eventually bring the end of the world in 2012.
Which, P.S., it didn't.
The Mayans were the best known classical civilization of Mesoamerica, living near the Yucatan Peninsula.
The Mayans used volcanic soil to grow crops. They also built terraces designed to trap silt carried by the numerous rivers passing through the lowlands, and brought us sweet, delicious chocolate.
Because the Mayans were so big on chocolate, they used cacao beans as currency.
Maya organized themselves into small scores of city kingdoms. In these city kingdoms, artisans specialized in the production of pottery, tools, and cotton textiles.
Large classes of peasants and slaves fed the entire society and provided physical labor for the construction of the city and monuments. All right. 3,
2.
1. The Aztecs were small nomadic tribes who, according to their legends from Aslan, they came from northwest of Mexico.
During the 13th century, they settled into the central basin of Mexico. And in 1345, they founded the city Tenochtitlan.
Tenochtitlan?
Tenochtitlan.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's Tenochtitlan. I can search it up on Google.
Do it then.
Okay, look. You're going to be proven wrong through the millions of people who watch Course Crash World History. See this?
Tenochtitlan.
Boom! That was right.
Tenochtitlan. It was the capital city, and there was plenty of river routes around there.
Using those river routes, they developed to plant crops using the fertile soil found at the bottom of a lake called Chinampas.
Similar to the Mayans, the Aztecs had city-states ruled by an emperor.
Aztec had a polytheistic religion and celebrated for those gods like the god of sun.
They also had other ways of sharing their religion, such as art.
Now we explain.
The social pyramid! Please take that out. Now, instead of butchering the social class names, we have them written out for you, so you may memorize them and embrace them for the rest of your life. The first up, I'm not going to say it, is the rulers, the nobles, the sons of nobles, the commoners, the serfs, and the slaves. That's just
The ketchup.
the ketchup.
Men were expected to work hard in the field, trade, and do the public works, and husbands were also required to respect their wives' rights.
Women worked just as hard as men and were expected to work as honorable housewives. Although their rights were inferior to those of men's, they still had a critical influence on their children, could own property, and have business contracts.
Oh, wow.
You don't say.
Hey guys, doing a little vlog here. Just got done doing a course crash. Oh, wait, look, just got home. Look, it's the mailman. Let's do our open letter. Look, the mail. Let's go get it. We have mail. What do we have here? Nah. Oh wow! An open letter from the Apocalypto. An open letter to the movie Apocalypto. Dear Apocalypto, why do you left the people with such terrifying image of the Mayans and the human sacrifice? Although it was pretty accurate, the Mayans believed that the human sacrifice was required in order to keep the gods happy. Which totally makes sense, since they depended on the gods for their survival. Which totally makes sense, since they depended on the gods for the way of survival. Now, back in their polytheistic religion, they believed that with the sacrifice of valuable goods, they'll be rewarded with good weather for crops. Unlike this weather right now, they'll also be rewarded with abundance of food and generally a good life.
Stop shaking.
Now, because many people are unhappy with the human sacrifice of the Aztecs, it didn't take much to convince the other powerful city-states to combine forces with Spaniards and overthrow the Aztecs, causing the collapse of Aztecs in 900 CE.
In 800 CE, many Mayans began to leave their city-states, including foreign invaders from Mexico. At the same time, many problems started to happen, causing the Mayans' ultimate collapse.
Now that's all we have for today. This is Course Crash World History. Thanks for watching. I'm Martin.
And I'm Daniela.
Bye. Hi, I'm Martin.
Wait, we were doing something. Woo!
Are we gonna?
Yes. In
Alright.
order to grow crops. They also built terraces to trap silt carried by the numerous rivers.
Wait, just keep recording.
The Olmecs were known as the cradle of civilization.
The Olmecs were known as the cradle of civilization. The Olmecs.
Civilization.